Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless read for you. So whenever you see this, that's when it was meant to find you. That being said, if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. Not every reading is meant for everybody, right? So we're going to start with Oracle, just a big message. And this is going to kind of umbrella over our entire reading. This is the Mudra deck. And what's cool about this deck is that there's not only a verbal affirmation and a prayer, but it's actually a physical as well. So you can do kind of a hand gesture, whatever you get out of the deck. And you can hold that hand gesture for the duration of the reading or while you meditate or when you fall asleep at night if you find it empowering. I just like that there's like a physical affirmation that you can take. It gives us a sense of control, right? All right, so this, wow, interesting. Your message is priorities, set them, and it's simple. Just both knuckles together, both hands together, and you touch your thumbs. And so the meaning is, nothing is too small to be of no importance. These mudras also correlate to your physical health. This mudra reduces stress, it gives inner strength and steadies the nerves. Time is our most valuable asset. If we consciously set priorities, this helps to avoid time pressure and or gives the day a certain structure. So you are sitting in a grotto, imagine this. You are sitting in a grotto in front of a pond. At regular intervals, a drop of water falls from a stone into the water. Observe how the circle of wavelets spread outwards further and further in the same way. A single, apparently insignificant priority. Ooh, this is going to be a good reading. Lost my place. In the same way, a single apparently insignificant priority which you have deliberately set yourself can have far-reaching consequences and become the start of something momentous. I love that. That's so cool. All right, so set priorities. What a great time of year too. It's January. I don't know if any of you guys are big on New Year's resolutions, but I don't necessarily do resolutions. I feel like for me, my own psyche, they're kind of set up to fail. But I do set priorities for sure. All right, you guys. So we're only going to take the cards that fly out of the deck. We're going to pay attention to their behavior. This is like a living reading. It's living and breathing. And so we can ask questions and it's a conversation. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button on your way in. I appreciate that so much. And this is a really loving tarot community. We like to pray for you. So if you'd like for us to pray for you, simply say hi in the comment section. Even a little emoji, that can work too. It's just something that represents your energy. And feel free to join our tarot community. Subscribe. All right. So we start with leaving something behind. Now, what that is, I can't tell you just yet. We're going to let this tarot reading unfold. And we'll get down to brass tacks pretty soon. Something that was not probably giving back to you the way that you needed it to. This is going to be an extended reading. So that means if you want to go into deeper depth, so to speak, and get more advice, that link will be in the description box below as well. So far in the reading, we have you leaving something behind. And it's simply that those pastures back there look much greener than what you've been cultivating here. So at one point you really cared. These cups lined up here represent something that you really cared about. And at this point, you're just taking it on faith that you're going to be nurtured in a better way if you turn around and go in a different direction. We have a few individuals coming up in your reading. One character could be you or somebody else. All the roles can be reversed. And you all are doing different things in your lives, right? So I'm just going to do my best to read the energy. This character is very confident. They like attention usually. They have an effect on people. They like to influence people. They like nice things too, nice quality things. Sometimes they range in like being just very confident with what they're putting out there with their image to peacocking. But they run on their instincts. They trust their instincts. They're not a wobbly individual, right? Like, so when they make a decision, they stick to it. We have another individual, and it's somebody who could be an earth sign, could be yourself, but they are very grounded. They are very earthy, salt of the earth. What they say they keep their word, they keep their intentions to nurture, but in a practical way. Sometimes this is the sign of the mother or a very nurturing person. Or it's just somebody who is a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? They have a lot of integrity. And they're also very aware of value, of money, that in a lot of ways it makes our world go round. And it's another way to love. It doesn't have to be like throw your money at something, but this is somebody who would nurture you by way of, saying, hey, are you hungry? Do you need anything to eat? And are you warm? Like some really practical approaches to love or care. Just want to throw that out there. And this is not yet revealing itself as a love reading, but I do want to give you that example. So in the center of your reading, we have breadcrumbing, basically, the lack of reciprocity. So something that you maybe put into is going unappreciated. And Taurus, we've got a Knight of Pentacles here. So this is a messenger. This is a message about either your self-worth, if this is about more emotional and relationship, or literally money. They could be offering a raise or a job, or they could be offering a gift. So let's unpack it, you guys. Using the same deck, let's talk about what you're walking away from. 8 of Cups, somebody's walking away from something. Wow, totally new journey. Yep, we again have that theme of something not giving back to you. This was a barren land. You were the only thing representing the life and prosperity of whatever these cups are. You were the magic, my dear, but it was lonely or it was scarce. And so if this is a money reading, for instance, we read the 5 of Pentacles like, you're broke. Like if it's a relationship reading, we're like, you are emotionally just depleted. Maybe there's a misalignment within a relationship. You're just missing each other. This is isolation, loneliness. You get the picture. But what I love is that it gives way to the Fool. I mean, like the sun is shining. This is a brand new venture and you're ready for it. So the Taurus I'm talking to are like, it's about frickin' time. So anything in these hills, they are mysterious. Like you have to take it on faith, represented by the sun and the moon back here. Take it on faith that what lies in the hills are way better for you. And that is a beautiful energy, my friends, because there's something righteous about this. There's something that's coming through in your reading. Like, you know what? I gave it my all. I know I'll never have to worry about whether or not I gave it my all. And I love going back to your Oracle card, that reminder, set priorities. This is a good time. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Magician in your reading, just because you feel very in heavy manifesting mode. Okay, who's this Queen of Wands for my Taurus? Who's this queen? Confident Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. So there's healing here. There's recovery. There's happiness with the sun. There's shining bright, really shining into their independence. This is also investing in oneself. This could even be investing in oneself by way of investing in property or thinking in terms of retirement and putting more into their retirement plan. It could be investing themselves by buying a car that, if they can afford it, that is stable and they know won't break down on them. It's investing in themselves by maybe investing in a little bit of therapy or going to a salon and getting a new look. You get the idea, but this is all about recovery, and it's a very successful recovery. There's also a wild and fun plot twist in this. It's represented by the Page of Cups, and there's this fish jumping out of the cup. And that is to say, something wild that you don't expect could be right here, this beautiful little twist. And it's playful. In a real love reading, it can be flirty, but in this, it feels very much like you're discovering something. Maybe it's something that fulfills you. So whether it's a new craft or art form, it could be just that real fun feeling of like, you know, I'm single and I feel free. I would rather be where I'm at right now. This is not lonely. That was lonely. Like giving into something that wasn't giving back. There's no kind of loneliness like it, right? There's no kind of scarce feeling, hopelessness like it. So this is feeling great for this individual. What about this Six of Pentacles upside down? This is that scarcity, that lack of reciprocity feeling. All right, so for some of you guys, this is all stemming from friends and community. You're realizing you need to find some new friends. You need to find some people that you connect to and relate to now. And for some of you guys, you're going to be making very new friendships, possibly one in particular. You're just simply not interested in an old support group anymore. We have this represented by the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So far, your reading is very much about self-worth, value, and those you surround yourself with and invest in. They must invest in you as well. And so here we have shining there, this gift. All of the aces are like these gifts from God, you know. These are these moments where something lands in our lap. In this case, it's feeding your heart. It's making your cup runneth over. Who's this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, somebody was just too slow. This message, whatever you were waiting on, it's too slow. That's that Knight of Pentacles. And you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest one. And I think you're getting to the point where you're like, even if the intentions were good, at this point, the time's run out. Because it's disappointing you. It's like depleting you. You got the fives, you're leaving something behind because you're getting depleted in your pentacles, your worth, and the longer you stay in something like that, the longer you feel kind of like beaten down, the longer you're getting tarnished almost. And here we got the Five of Cups, and that's just disappointment. So you're making the choice on your own to turn around and realize, oh my gosh, there's two full cups right behind me. I'm going to focus on those. I'm going to focus on those green pastures out there. Even if I don't know what's around the corner, I'm going to take it on faith. And this is the right thing to do because we have the Justice card here. Justice card comes out sometimes when there's even lawyers involved or advisors, but Justice card is ultimately a rebalancing. So you are rebalancing your life by not waiting around anymore and acknowledging this disappointment that this slow night has created. Finally, we have our Queen of Pentacles. What do we need to know about our Queen of Pentacles? Let's open up a new deck, you guys, because I've used so many cards. What do we need to know about our Queen of Pentacles for our Taurus? Temperance, change, transformation, Nine of Rods. Okay, let's see where it falls. We read it differently if they fly upside down. And it was the Knight of Pentacles upside down. That's that character that was just way too slow. Yeah. So this is King of Swords upside down. Lover's card, Seven of Cups, Illusion, the Emperor. I feel like this person's a control freak. I feel like the way that they have control is to set the pace. So whether or not this is, it doesn't matter who you're dealing with. I'm just going to say it's almost like they set the pace and that's their way of controlling the situation. Maybe false illusions of grandeur, Seven of Cups. I feel like they have a little bit of delusional quality to them. Judgment, they're going to get a big wake-up call. They're getting a big wake-up call. That's with Judgment card. I think that this looks kind of like a classic situation where you got to pull away and worry about you, or somebody's got to pull away and worry about them. And I'm changing roles on purpose because the energy is the same, but the roles change, like we said. And this individual is getting a giant wake-up call and realizing that they're going to have to transform. They're going to have to make a change because the way they're going about it is destructive. Very interesting. So I want to, before we sign off, I want to get one final message that's going to empower you. And then I'm going to go on to the advice portion where we're going to unpack this character a little bit and talk about what you need to do. in the extended. The finch flew out and landed on my hand, and it says, new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Ah, it's a brand new adventure, right? And let me remind you that if this is you, who is the Queen of Wands, you're very much on display. People are paying attention because that's the meaning of that energy. And looking good. That's the big point I want to make. You're getting a lot of attention and you're looking good. And anything is better than the five, just sitting there, waiting around, sitting there, hoping things balance out. You are taking a giant leap of faith, knowing that anything would be better than this, and your reality is going to be really fun. There's a twist in it for you, something to discover, and I'm excited for you. All right, I hope I get to see you over at the extended. The link is below, and if this is where I leave you, I adore you. Say hi, let us pray for you, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.